for our next team taking to the stage. This is the first big event grand final for both Dexter and Kixan, and it's the first for the Falcons organization as well. It's their time to show us that this team that was built to win can actually do it, with Nico lending his experience, not just his aim, in order to try and make that happen. Cluj, give it up for Team Falcons!
Big collection up on the catwalk, smoke grenade to go forward with it. That's going to deny any kind of move up from Xerxan without getting awkward. Ooh, a drop down into it. TeSeS actually trying to challenge bottom ramp. He's got two duels in front of him. First clean headshot, then a second. You love to see that. Dexter offers up one, and Kixan secures that flank. And it's looking like MOUZ have simply been sliced through when it comes to that A defense. Smoke grenade denied the vision, the rotation up. Remember, Xerxan's the first guy to try to come up from that smoke, and he's one of the last guys standing because he never had a chance.
Dust 2 is such an interesting map to watch between these two teams. Of course, they have already played it once, 13-8 in favor of MOUZ in their last series. It was the only map they won, though.
Dexter, just like that, man. This guy's X factor on the big stage. I have seen Dexter make mistakes. I have seen Dexter seem lost, but I have also seen Dexter take over servers.
Yes, he is not optimal, but he is explosive.
And so if Nico is able to do to him what Nico is able to do to m0NESY, what is the heights of the op department on Falcons? Smoke down for the cross with man advantage. Xerxan's gonna push down into catwalk. Pistol kill on sight. That could be a critical one because suddenly it gets a little awkward. A little continued spray here. We've got Jimmy back in with a double kill on the FAMAS. It's a force buy out of MOUZ in the second round of the game, and it all comes down to the quarter health Dexter. Not ideal, not theirs for the taking. I gotta say, it got jumbled up. It's not gonna leave Falcons with absolutely nothing. AK, Scout, Desert Eagles on the field, and there's a big question to me as to like who's gonna bring that pistoling X Factor. In terms of X Factor across the board, listen, Nico's gonna be lights out, highest rated player of the event, looking to prove that his departure from G2 is not gonna stop him. That is a flick. Xerxan thinks he has a chance to even shoot a bullet. Nico's got other ideas. That's a 2K off of the Star of Falcons in the first 45 seconds. Now an open catwalk, a vacant A-bomb site, and we are gonna go back and forth, tit for tat, in the first 3 rounds of this game.
Without that superhuman flick.
Flicks out the mid-bars. Here we're gonna get a little challenge onto long. Smoke for the corner. Still plenty of weapons for MOUZ to retaliate with. Wild blind. Matt just caught a quick glimpse of the second player crossing over, but Xerxan's gonna get that return frag. We've got a lot of utility here trying to support both ends of this. 2v2 queued up if Kixan can come through doors, but he waits. Nico's gonna do it on his own, dies empty-handed. And all the while, TeSeS versus Jimmy's gonna get queued up over on B. Not that there's an immediate follow-through.
Jimmy almost would have liked that attempt. He was waiting really patiently for that frag to come his way. Mid-B smoke comes out. And they can avoid Spinks, but he can still get vision back if he wants to. But he won't. He will deny himself the vision. This is obviously massive. Look at the way the map is laid out right now. It's 3 leaning towards the A site. All about Jimmy.
Well, he's hopping around, having a grand old time. That frag grenade could be big. Yes, sir. Sets him up. TeSeS taken down to 15 health, but That's not going to stop him from finding an entry. It's still man advantage comfortable for MOUZ. They'll be cautious about the rotation through middle by clearing it out with Xerxin top mid, but now that's a third person to be added to this doors retake. There is no tunnels in the equation here.
It's 3v2, but it's still actually a big test for MOUZ. Yes, Tessus is low, but door and window, this is what they're watching.
They just dropped a smoke on tunnels, well that means they don't have to worry about it. Tessus, oh, he pops up. What could have been if he just sat down beneath? Dexter with a Galil, not ideal. And a player gets backside. It's a good headshot from him. All things considered, when Jimmy does all that damage and slows them down.
And this isn't a 5-man. There's a loose player, Xerxin looking for. Beautiful crosshair placement.
Yeah. Rewarded for his patience and slow approach to the long wrap. Magic's gonna try to go alleviate the pressure from behind, and the fact that he finds all this space is one thing, but he's got to keep his guard up. For all you know, Xerxin's fallen back into his own spawn, but he's actually sitting in yours.
A deagle from Kixan.
Beautiful. Nearly shooting through his teammate to get that one done. Now you can go grab a third weapon here. This is gonna be Falcons, man disadvantage, but at least with 3 guns and a few nades to work with.
Kixan got spotted. Spinks goes upper tunnels because of it, and now Falcons, well, still eyes on him from long.
Easy does it. Torji locking in this angle, missed second shot, opens the door for Falcons to push along it, but the closer they get, the sooner they fall.
Okay.
Torji, 4 shots, 3 connect. There was 1 round with it not featured. That's the round to go where the pistols flood out of it, so Torji trying to change it up enough to maybe get this kill lower, but he'll offer up that warning shot. Kixan doesn't waste a second, slips down along the Xbox. Dexter's gonna try to push his op into what could be the unsuspecting victim in Spinks. But Spinks doesn't get shot, not off the first time. Jimmy's able to cut off the entry in Tessus. Dexter goes for the swing. Nico promised the trade, and it comes out a little late at the hands of Kixan instead. He's gonna layer down another smoke. It's a late delay for that bomb to come and join the site itself. Kixan and Magic's gonna have to pull off another man disadvantage. Already a set of prying eyes in through window.
No flash setup just yet. They're gonna take their time.
Last time they didn't have a single player out from tunnels, and it won't look like they'll do it again. You've got an incendiary, you've got a flashbang. That's the tools that MOUZ are working to get through these choke points, but Kixan's gonna interrupt it. Magis peeks out. That's what they needed. Fast challenge up inside window, and Magis is able to disengage. Now we get that flashback out. No immediate push. Xerxin holds, and then it's covered. Torji, great shot. Now he attempts in from window. Magis able to drop him down to 20 health. He runs into the smoke. He'll go. Time is of the essence. Magis outplays him. Xerxin tries to get the pressure up, but this one is Falcons.
Look how hyped he gets. Doesn't even have to get the kill in the end. He knows he wins the round off his movement alone. Was that gun switch just enough information? Torzi, interesting.
Oh no.
Oy, how many times can you miss that jump? Oh, doesn't matter.
Right, all good. Magisk on the quick trade attempt. It's gonna walk right into that scope. Torji finally misses one. Xerxin's got his cover. And this is that duo. The deadly duo that offers up a lot for MOUZ, but nice recovery!
What?
It's a double kill from Tessus and an additional one from Dexter. And the beauty of Dexter, after all his time removed from competitive Counter-Strike, this guy knows how to clutch. But can he figure out this one? As it stands, CT opt to go for the split. There's a ton of utility for them to use.
He's here to expand off of his next duel, but he can't find it and thinks it might be Cat. Somehow wins that versus Jimmy with the Galil.
Now he's still got his smoke up. He could use this to reposition if he predicts that Spinks is going to climb, but he decides to hang on to the ramp. Spinks has gotten off onto the top rope. Dexter hugs in close. Dexter, not able to snap it up. Spinks just lurks his way forward.
That's a great approach, Matt. Look at the utility there for Spinks.
Wonderfully
Doesn't
done.
use any of it, knows that he has. Yes.
Timing there, he's lucky to maybe have gotten away with it.
It's funny because it maybe made them peak faster.
You know? They tried to charge right in. Good flash, but not good enough.
Okay, there was definitely a little freaky tactic right there. They were ready for the molly. They wanted to go over top of it. The only thing that went wrong was the flash.
Yeah, it was like a waterfall over top of the box. Brolin, though, ahead of the flashbang, enough so that it really didn't serve up a problem. He'll sit pretty on 50 HP. Grenade for Tessus. Ooh, still able to get Brolin off blue, but Xerxin's right here. Xerxin so far has been, I think, hold on.
Man, the kills they're getting are crazy. Plus we have the mid control here. Nico, Weapon X.
Dude, every single round seems viable here for Falcons.
they're not afraid to trade, you know, and the shots they're hitting really justify the peaks they're taking. And in this moment, of course, 4v2, why wouldn't you?
We saw what Dexter could do with a Galil 1 round to go. Nico's going to try to tap into it as he is starting as one of the slowest players of this squad, but not going to waste the moment.
Tunnels.
Spinks takes a step down. Nico's back, compromise, reads it! Figures it out with finesse.
With time as well. Bomb can make its way all the way around. Torzy, they know he's A. Nico, he's coming forward now.
He's in between both. And if Nico goes to the other side, you heard that?
Oh!
Torzy goes in, takes the bomb down. Nico's got to somehow pick that up and plant, or keep it simple. Kill. Torzy flees, and, well, Nico runs through fire.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to go.
Zershin going to charge right to top middle, but I like this passive look right now from Nico. He hears all this approach.
Oh, he's not worried about this yet.
Spinks is keeping him locked in.
Wait.
Oh, the timing, he turned. But will he still think about Zershin?
Yeah.
It looks likely. Little flash goes deep. Oh, he got it!
Zershin
all he
peeled
needed.
back.
Sliver of vision for Nico. 2 kills to the top of middle. MOUZ wanted to fight fire with fire, but they go up in flames.
You see what this game comes down to. One step back in a moment like that, and you lose your chance. Nico headshotted, but not killed. See nothing, and allow Falcons to take over the A site. That's it. Save location here for MOUZ. Great couple of kills. Mid control is the aggressive tactic. It's something that you don't want to throw in too many times in one half, especially how overtly aggressive it was getting to the very top of mid, especially when it gets punished like that.
You've also got to be cautious when Dexter's scope on that doors. Torzy's going to go for the upper angle and posts early. Minute 40, he can lock right in on this one. Wants even more. Flash. Oh, he eats it.
It's perfect. They are reading this.
And just as this half starts to come to a close, Falcon's going to show us a little bit of a surge in success.
It's the first time MOUZ tried to do that upper push with an op, and it's also the first time that they get flash and checked.
I would like to give, just a quick prop to Brolin. We have seen ideas from MOUZ as this half has gone on. 2 fresh looks in the final 2 rounds of the half. And while it did cost them the double kill top mid a round ago and Torzy this time, it is also a good mid-round moment for them to reclaim the kill back on Dexter.
So here's the response. Falcons see, well, they did this aggressive mid-control with Cat. Well, long must be open.
Brolin trying to keep an eye on that gap. Nice. Clean. Finishes off the frag to Tesses. He will sit on 40 HP with a teammate right behind him, so he could go one further. They could try to take this into Nico. But the thing is, Nico, as he retreats, it's going to keep these CTs yet again busy in mid.
Yeah, but
bomb crossing up into the ramp. I mean, if they can even just get this down, then at what point is Nico going to come back into this round? I mean, the guy is nearly standing on B. Kill nearly presents itself. Magis going down with nothing doesn't bode well for Kixan. Luckily, he has that smoke.
Oh, he got him.
Obviously, the B-site player is going to run away. Jimmy never anticipated Nico to come out, but now they know that Nico has to go on a marathon. And I'm sorry, buddy, you can't run this fast. He better sprout wings and fly, because this is not going to happen. MOUZ will secure an 8th round on the CT side, making sure they go into middle.
They're pinus yet. This is a grand finals that will have crazy rounds, great clutches, explosive moments, but also mistakes.
Oof. Clean one from Nico to kick off second pistol, back at it. Takes a little longer, but he'll get there. 4 for Nico. 4 denied, excuse me. Just looks so clean. Kixan keeps his head down. Zershin thinking about it. Oh, but Magisk is able to take a peek out from sight, and then Kixan comes up. So a trio of long kills from Nico cues up a 2nd round pistol for Falcons.
Right, he lets them have freedom. I think he tries to channel it.
Ooh, good challenge out from Zershin. He is tearing it up tonight. 17 frags secured off that one. And he is supported by an entire cohort of teammates right behind him. So solid long control for MOUZ. You can go ahead and dump that Opera and Pit. Torzy can sit here for a 1.5 minutes if he wants.
Yeah, seriously. And they should add time to the clock every time you get a kill like this. The only thing you want to be is patient.
Defense isn't really hiding, though. We've got Dexter also kind of scouring the field with his AWP, and there's no way for Torzy to get him out of this position.
They have so many mollies and so much time. He will have to... Oh, my gosh. Well, that totem pole gets chopped off at the legs.
Tries to snap over,
Here
down to
come
20
the
health.
volleys.
First Molotov misses.
Yeah, that's not great. Look who comes to
Nico's
help.
going to try to help out, but Nico goes down to Jimmy at this distance. Molotov again, is it up too short? Oh, does flush him back. Jimmy going to make quick work of the double kill. Magis, got to be careful. Op is at this distant angle.
It's all about Spinks.
Yes.
He's pushed all the way through B, but now they have no idea where he could be.
Totally cuts off rotations.
But it's the point where if you go too far, then you actually put yourself in jeopardy. However, Spinks is always really careful about these moments. Man, they're gonna really squeeze the clock here. 28 seconds, they're going.
Securing it with majority alive. That's Zershin with an opening kill. On long, Jimmy with the double down. Gonna go for it along. Again, smoke to the corner of it. Two defenders to try to hold him back. This time it's Spinks.
Easy.
Nico fully blind, couldn't see jack. Brolin, good supportive utility over the top of the doorway.
Yeah, he just climbed over those first few bullets.
But I do like the mid play.
This isn't being watched. Tesla's coming forward now. Timings are being created.
Teaser watching it, so that's all right. Brolin keeping an eye on flank until Zershin gets into that
late
locked
smoke.
in. It's all good. Gonna clear that flank, 45 seconds. And T's immediately depart, where Falcons are just kind of still left scratching their heads back on A. Last time they decided to kernel up. This time, it's that cat rotate cut off, but Magis ahead of the mid smoke. What? Can't get the kill. Oh, if that happens, then suddenly it opens a door for Degster to run that op over to the B site before they're able to exit like this. And there is a world where Falcons were still able to compete for round 16. Instead, MOUZ double digits.
Oy, and now Dexter could actually die here. He dies in CT spawn. 10 rounds, no saves, 5 alive for MOUZ. Honestly, though, no, he's the king.
Oh,
yes.
Excuse me. Fast round offered up here with rifles in Falcons' hands. Brolin, gonna completely catch TessS off. And I think MOUZ are starting to feel like Dust 2 is theirs for the taking. Nico's gonna try to give him a reminder of who's really the boss in this town. Dexter catching that kill over top smoke. 2 versus 2 is where we're left at a minute 20. And while the door is smoked and the window's supposed to be mollied, they're trying to get that bomb down. It will go uncontested. Dexter's nade goes a bit too deep. Torji locks into a solid position. And the smoke fades, but leaves him in a little cover. Dexter tries to inch back, down he goes. And you're telling me with pace like that, that MOUZ aren't on the brink of winning this first map?
I mean, it's again another key Brolin entry. He's just so good. It's a 1K moment that he gets every single time versus a rifle, but versus some of the best aimers.
He's got a smoke grenade here, Kixan, if he wants to try to create a path. Problem is, bomb's halfway gone, and Torji's not missing. Torji and Zershin, these two in the post plant, but also at the top of that scoreboard.
For MOUZ specifically, the team that needs to shake off what they haven't been able to accomplish in front of amazing crowds like this in big stadium. Torji goes down.
Just because they trail by 6 won't mean that Falcons don't fight for this. And I think they also have to kind of start signing up for the nitty-gritty, getting aggressive in the opening bouts like this. Double tunnel push. Zershin just gets blown apart by the SMG. Spinks isn't able to recover that, and it's great tethering coming in from that B hold. But MOUZ also out long already.
This will be heard.
Jimmy's gonna go sprinting. We've got Nico queued up to try to hold this, but for the time being, operates alone.
Oh.
That is not the Nico I know. But it's the one we get in round 19. Molotov to try to deny this bomb plant, and I like this. A reroute from Kixan and his teammate. They are both gonna emphasize long instead. And you can see while Hand's busy on the bomb plant, Jimmy now turns back, and even low health, he won't suspect that second. The fact that they double up, that's the big one. Brolin, 2 kills already into this round, looks to close out Dust 2. Frag grenade into the smoke, and Magis scours that site. What a shot from Brolin! Leading from the top, sharpened spear, MOUZ skewer Falcons to kick off this finals.
We kind of thought that's how Dust 2 could go, but Falcons could still 3-1, 3-2 this series. But it all starts with Mirage. Without it, very low chance a reverse sweep happens. Kixan opening duel, and mid-control looks like it's all theirs.
Oh boy. That is 3 players out middle, 4 Falcons. Each of them collect a headshot. You know, by the time Nico gets top middle, trying to get his game going, because needs to be said, back on Dust 2, man, looking mortal.
They're going to need an invisibility cloak, I think, to get out of here. Or the best aim that you've ever seen.
Well, we'll see if Spinks can offer either of those two things. That's not going to help. Dexter pops up with the Berettas, and now Torji realized the dire situation at hand. A second kill would have made it a little scary, but all's good for Stan Falcons with a CT pistol.
Even if you can get peeked from multiple angles.
I think it's also a great position and a great map for him where we can start to talk about TeSeS in a Falcons jersey.
And a little info, bomb gets spotted.
Because he's impressed a lot of people as of late, stepping forward at times as their #1 and doing it unsuspectingly. Dexter's got to be careful, but Nico's going to go ahead and help out. TeSeS able to catch one through smoke of Top Con, and this round is falling apart for MOUZ. They had everything in position, so they thought. All they wanted was to get this split going. Xerxin down to 28 health as he kills out Magisk, but he doesn't even have the bomb, so couldn't go and find that bomb plant.
That was the pull back on the punch, but no follow through whatsoever. They were meandering inside a middle, took over connector, didn't know how to transpose into the actual site hit, and were confused why Falcons hadn't given them a fight anywhere.
So we'll see if that's also a trend versus Falcons. Whether there's any kind of shift.
Oh, that flash definitely saved Nico.
They try to put Xerxin up on that boost. That's why Nico's now walking away wounded. TeSeS has, again, just been a thorn in their side so far throughout this first half.
Has not died yet. And again, watch him get chipped down. Watch him take a lot of damage, and watch him still take these fights.
Speaking about a lack of deaths, neither has Nico. So you've really got both sides of this mid hold popping off early. Fall back from Cat. Guys, he's an opper.
Yeah, he would have killed him in one bullet with the op, for sure. Another reactive moment here for MOUZ, but they obviously just have pistols. Well, obviously the AK on Spinks is something, but...
Jungle push, that's going to be held by Market. Very difficult for Jimmy to kind of get out of here. And Dexter going to do a great job of stopping the first. Doesn't pull the trigger on the second. All should be good. Oh! Should be!
For who?
Spinks is able to scoop up that bomb. Then we get another player trying to hold them back. And of course, Nico will make that difference. Nico feasts a couple kills at the end of that round just when things get sketchy.
Yeah.
If anything, his experience is more so winning in playoffs. That's the extra emphasis. Dexter loses his angle, misses his shot as he tries to push out. Nico luckily gets saved here by TeSeS.
Let's keep talking about TeSeS.
You know, that is the three-headed hydra of this defense from Falcons. Between TeSeS, Dexter, and Nico, you are not going to be able to take over mid with ease. And the fact that they have reclaimed this from a 4 versus 5 when Nico looked like he was dead in the water.
That's amazing. They saved him once again. I say they, it's TeSeS again.
We actually got that Magisk this round. It's got to be said, you know, he's going to have a more boring position throughout this first half of play.
He's made it a little fun. He was there on the site, but now he's got the push in.
And he collected a kill, but Nico, because he's low health, is kind of giving a little space over. And Brolin making sound, so they're going to know damn well that these T's are on site. Opper, hands busy for a second. Nico, instant headshot. Not able to get a second this time, but TeSeS there to trade him. The TeSeS-Nico trade train is simply too sharp in this moment.
That connection is stronger than carbon fiber. It's beautiful here.
Because again, we've got this constant 3-player pack of Falcons starting off the rounds here. And we've got plenty of examples already in the first 5 where they're not able to puncture through. Jimpat will indeed get out from that ramp for a moment. We're going to get the smoke open top middle. There's a fight for TeSeS. Because like you've alluded to, dude, he just keeps signing up for these.
He knows when it's his job.
Brolin's going to try to get into Con. Nico catches his head. You cannot get past these two players in mid.
Back through the smoke. And back of the ramp goes Jimpat.
It is an utter meat grinder right now for MOUZ out mid. TeSeS goes deep. Won't be able to find an additional kill. That's the bomb confirmed at least.
It's the bomb confirmed, but still a full minute here. They can work.
Well, Jimmy wasn't able to get success going out from ramp, currently sitting 0 and 5. Spinks tries to take up that position. Magisk leans into it on his 50 HP.
Crazy. We still have Kixan alone over on the B site, and the T's are still crawling into this 3-man trap.
Setup looks good. Oh, Dexter goes back. That's fine. Recovers what could have been a moment for Torji to kind of crack his whip towards top ticket, get the bomb site open. Not the case. Nico waiting it out. Jimmy on the approach. Oh, double entry. Spinks catches Dexter. Magisk, you've only got 50 health to work with. Do they drop their guard? Spinks coming at it. They've gone ahead and done this. 3 kills inside of this A site. This is a 2 versus 4 queued up. And we've been singing the praise of Kixan in his impact, but they've already spotted him, and they are going to trade that back. 2v4 for MOUZ to get their first round on the board.
All right, and that's the individual player quality coming through. Once again, Spinks with a critical frag. But what angle could he have had to block himself off? All right, double nade into connector. This one's looking like a faster call once again.
All right, this is what Jimmy wanted on
though.
ramp. Bombs, yeah, trying to get up that cat. Nico's gonna go ahead and kill the con player. Dexter, deep angle, easy pickup from him. We get that pressure applied through smoke of connector from Magisk, and that has made an abrupt halt for MOUZ to have to deal with.
A buy, it could be a fast B hit. Maybe they thought mostly upper B, but they had that smoke, they had the op back.
It's just so comfortable.
And
they go ahead and throw a player off of the bricks, right? Trying to offset somebody's crosshair. Doesn't end up happening. And it goes about exactly how you'd expect. They get thrust forward into a fully fledged defense. Falcons 6-1, and without losing a single player, this could end up being a dire half for MOUZ now.
It's amazing. The setup is incredible. One thing that's definitely been lacking is that lurker, because when they get exposed in mid, that's when they lose time and they don't build into something new. TeSeS again, peeking freely off of Cat, looking for another duel, and he'll find it. Two in the back, knocking him down like bowling pins. TeSeS, stop powering him up.
Little walkout from B-Apps. TeSeS on for the full-blown ace, but he's got the bomb at his feet, so he'll make sure that middle is clear first and foremost. And drop a little utility behind him. MOUZ are somehow going to have to get creative to reclaim this one.
Oh, you thought Nico was nice at 14-3? I present you TeSeS, 14-1.
How cool it's been seeing him thrive in this New Jersey.
But when they made that comeback happen versus Astralis, Brolin made aggressive calls, but complimented them with his own entries.
Dexter didn't see him get into that corner. Brolin, he's going to catch him with a Tech 9 dink. Oh, and then the Palace play is just delayed enough. Magisk is going to be given a chance to shine here, but he gets Tech 9 up close. They've gone ahead and opened up a site. They've gotten a man advantage to go with it. They've gotten a deep ticket swing over, and MOUZ, kind of playing with a bit of timing. And it did feel like eventually they could break through. Now, the matter of the fact is they still have to hang on. It'll be tough for Torji to offer up much. Pistol and 2 nades.
Yeah, but look who's approaching.
He dodges the second one. Fire spreads in the end and ends up burning him out of this. So we're going to go 2 versus 2. You've got TeSeS sitting pretty. 15 kills, 1 death. Jimmy steps up. He's going to drop him. Kixan jumping over. No way. How does he survive that cross? And how can he pull off this clutch? With a smoke on top of bomb, that's how.
Oh, that's going to make it weird.
Brolin's going to get drawn back. Kixan's going to try to stick this.
It's the wrong angle. He's hoping he's up, and he gets them.
He finds it in the end. MOUZ will catch a second round, but only by the skin of their teeth.
Wow.
You've caught the world's attention, Cluj.
You make the win that much more special.
TeSeS swinging top mid. We've still got fireworks. And Kixan tucked down beneath, trying to play what Magisk does, and he will be rewarded.
No.
Spam up to the Palace.
He's clairvoyant.
Solid Falcons.
Bro, I mean, we got a 2v4. We have 1 eco rush that works out. Let's see if they can frag their way into at least a third, because CT certainly will look better.
Whoa, okay. Wow. Oh, it's looking nasty in all the right ways. Spinks with a recovery kill towards the A site, but it's that triple spray down from Nico that also just dropped the bomb. And Nico's not able to bag a 4th. Jimmy's going to respond back with a D-goal. They've only got 15 seconds. They really don't have time. Falcons, don't do this, okay? Just sit back, relax, you're all good. That bomb is supposed to be in Kixan's vision. You literally can't lose unless you die. Okay. Kixan's gonna make sure this one goes down smooth. That is double digits Falcons. Stellar CT side. Dexter to climb up window eventually. Defense is still 3 players strong on B. And TeSeS gonna show a little more skin, but he's delaying it. Brolin, nice clean tap out from that A site. Looks to get back onto Ticket. And he's got a teammate with him, but it's a deep push up into the Palace. Look what Dexter's been able to do. He's locked into this doorway on Market. Xertion is his victim. No denying. Whoa, never mind.
Yeah, but the bomb's going to get spotted towards the A side. The rotation will come. They just need to get some kills.
There we go. Dexter scoops up the 1. Brolin's still doing a great job of keeping attention towards Ticket. That could ultimately prime the Palace player to come back. Jimmy's now into the kill feed. Nico, he's got to now do this on his own. 1 versus 4, swarm.
Okay.
And that is Brolin keeping eyes on the connector climb up. MOUZ letting Falcons come to them.
Absolutely. It was all about Brolin. He went for the jump spot, and he knows that he's just trying to multiply his presence because there's a 3B setup here for MOUZ.
Ooh, that looks immense. TeSS and Magisk nearly half their health gone. Jimmy leans back, and he's got Spinks to tether off up from the cat hold, so I don't think you're getting out. That is an easy cleanup for Jimmy.
Yes. 4 frags, lots of money made off the MP9. Great start to the comeback.
Nico pelted by frag grenades underpass, but there's not really any vision to go behind that for MOUZ in mid.
Jimmy's just trying to terrorize them here in B, but he's got the suspicion that they're here. He's correct. Another jump spot. Be careful. Ooh.
Sees the bodies on the approach. And this time Spinks is a little bit busier with the mid play, so he's not here to help immediately. Oh, they've gotten out. At the very least, Magisk has gotten himself a double entry with Kixan offering up one before he went down. All it took was Nico bottom middle, serving up a distraction. That got Spinks off holding window, and look what comes with it.
They completely killed the communication right there. There was no way. Both players are so busy with their own situations, and Jimmy just got that jump spot as Nico made presence inside of mid. It's perfect tethering here for Falcons, and just like that,
Xerxin praying to God that somebody's going to save him here. He'll drop down into the underpass, is not able to best TeSS.
Wow, dismantled.
Nobody answered his call. Smoke grenade into the window. TeSS gets up close, but he's down to 30 health, so you'd think that maybe someone from MOUZ.
But with 5 alive, we've got Falcons flexing that. Kixan here, spotting. Brolin takes him out. That's a nice find. We'll see if they speed up now.
It's also a good dink, though, back onto Brolin, so we'll heal what he can do with only 10 points of health.
Right side smoke comes out. I think they know there's no one in CT.
Yeah, he's going to try to rotate over to Ticket quickly, but by the time he gets there, won't really have an angle. There's a connector player, but that's Brolin on that low health. That's the easy pickup. TeSS plays it perfectly, just waits his time. The fact that Torzy's able to peel one player back could open the door.
They swung for that.
Torzy's looking to go a little deeper, and at the moment, they are not aware.
Oh, he's coming forward.
He's looking for more here. 2 kills deep already for Torzy, but then nobody really presents. A third one found. He's going to have to do it all. Torzy denied. It is TeSS, both sides. Woo. AK rips their heads off.
That would have been frustration for Falcons if they didn't pull off that clutch. Torzy found a gap, but you know what? Shout out to Dexter for being very careful about the way that he planted that bomb. They threw a CT smoke, but they didn't just fully trust it blind. TeSS with another fantastic round. 2 here to start, and the 1v2 in the end.
Yeah, it's Nico's 3rd kill in the round. That's the sprinkle. But TeSS, that right there, dude. Torzy scoped up on him, ready for him to make that move. Utility dropped out by Torzy's MP9, still standing on the ladder.
Oh, that's what you get.
I think we're going to map 3 here, folks. Doesn't seem to me like MOUZ are going to be able to offer much on Mirage. Again, we've had a recent head-to-head between the teams. It's nice to see that MOUZ could do what they did last time by picking up Dust 2, and I think it's a real testament that they won it so convincingly. But there was no world where Falcons were going to tiptoe into this best of 5 and drop the ball. Spinks has brought a wealth of experience, and he's trying to teach them how to win, but it will not happen on Mirage. Buckle up. We got Counter-Strike on the menu tonight. We're playing Counter-Strike. Nico long range, not immediately able to connect. We're going to get the ramp test.
What? Oh my God.
Wait,
what?
How?
He's behind enemy lines. TeSS. He's just teleported into the A site. They had no idea they were dropping vent right underneath his nose.
And Brolin could have tried to do the same thing. Oh, that is a nice second tap. That suddenly turns this one back on its head. Falcons look like they had that A site completely under wraps. And how, with 4 players in that, do you offer up a reopening for a retake? Now, 4 versus 3, we're going to come in from both angles. TeSS down beneath from heaven, and down goes Brolin. Xerxin going to make quick work of the climb over the box. TeSS back sight. It's a little bit labored, and the CTs can't quite connect till Torzy steps up. First one, easy. Bomb too far gone. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Falcons T-side pistol.
What was this called, TeSS? How the heck did he pull that off?
You know, as the desk so eloquently put it, this could very well be the beginning of the end. We've got Train as a 5th map never seen by MOUZ. We've got Nuke where Falcons thrive. 5-7 up close though. A little bit of struggle sprinkled in. Brolin able to lock down Squeaky Door. It's a good fight back from the force buy. Nico in the sight, 1v4 queued up. Now one player still smoked off. He goes towards the door. They fumbled this one, and MOUZ make that force buy work. Like Maui Snake put it, everybody who plays next to him simply gets better.
Not a good smoke. They will pop this. Jimpat has to be careful.
We'll see if he can fuel a charge into the ramp. Kixan Tech9 start. Torji, scout damage, great. Deagle's gonna try to chase him. That's another tag, so now all of the bars for Falcons look low, except for Dexter. And you have just suddenly given Dexter a scout, plus the Magis Galil now.
The HP almost doesn't matter in this position. They do have 3 players that are extremely low, but this is just a matter of one more player getting caught off guard. That's what they have to be worried about. Spinks is making a good move, coming back through the other side of ramp to make sure they aren't going heaven. Exertion playing sneaky, he can't see everything.
I don't know, surely this low HP costs them. Surely Xertion just able to clean up. They figured out where he is. Nico gets killed trying to join them on lower. Magis unable to get that bomb down. Dexter also done for. Xertion, solid 3K recovery. Majority alive there for MOUZ as things look sketchy for a second.
Was, yeah, again, one bad smoke.
And they have definitely figured out how to punch and kick. The counter-strike's the thinking man's game. Mow down for Spinks. Xertion gets 1 of the 5, but as you'd anticipate, Glocks Desk spent ample amounts of time highlighting Nico outdoors. I mean, Richard was shaking in his little boots, talking about how scary this was supposed to be. Xertion not too concerned about it.
Oh, we didn't clear it properly. Took a glance, but no commitment. Torzi's little bait works out, and he rotates in.
Spinks keeps his head down while boosted. Easy pickups.
Oh my God, he got
way too easy. Oh, see ya.
What? Spinks got spotted fully.
Kinda turned his back to this. No way you didn't notice that. Tess just jumped over top of your head.
No, they hear.
His knees crunched.
What? They heard him hit the ground.
Jimpat gets blasted down at a secret. I mean, that audio cue somehow goes unnoticed. And now we're starting to watch the Falcons get the kills that a lot of people hope they would. So,
Nah, he had like a spider cam view of Spinks inside Mini as he ran off of the metal.
Just don't mess up this bomb plant.
Yeah, well, with the amount of utility, you would think there's no way.
Spinks waits, Brolin catching a kill. This would have to be a 2 versus 5.
Well, it's begun. Nico's low. Brolin, Kixan is too. But yeah, Brolin and Spinks. Also, I don't even know if they want to think about this. With their HP, that's their own problem. They have lots of money, which is something. But you can burn through this amount of money and have to save again and a half. It must be said. It would only take 3 rounds to do it. But it is absolutely worth trying to kill as many exits as possible to make this the worst win that it can be.
You know, they don't die though. You think the beauty of it is, yeah, okay, you can still recover, but bomb's gonna pop and okay, all's good.
Yeah, that's actually solid. Nico dies at the same time, and there's only 1 save now for the Falcons. So Spinks has 12,800 bucks.
Also has to be said, obviously last round boils down to like a weird moment. So if Spinks wants to make up for that right now by, you know, maybe charging onto the rooftop, well, maybe this goes right back into MOUZ's hands. Looking to make up for an awkward moment, let's call it, in round 7.
Oh, he's here to take control. This is beautiful. What are you supposed to go do about a guy on T roof? There are no protocols to make this approach happen so early. Dexter's coming up with a bomb. And he has no idea where Spinks has gotten off to, but now it's turned into an aim map. Ooh. Oh, not bad. That actually saves things. Nico, he gets another lead, but there's someone on the steps waiting. Jimpat.
Nice to have 2 players downstairs. So the 1 kill on tubes is all that the T's have to work with. Torji gonna let his position be known, but there's a really nice tethering going on between players. We saw it with Jimpat lower. Oh, and almost Dexter, but he makes sound. That puts Brolin on high alert. And this is a moment for Spinks, who is playing lights out right now. 14 kills, 3 deaths. Big man chilling.
Yeah, they are hanging on by a thread.
At the moment he is. Very little buy up for Falcons. And we talk about that wealth of economy over on the MOUZ camp. Unfortunately for Falcons, it only really goes one way. And Nico has looked like a shell of himself. We are 9 rounds into play. He is 2-8.
Yeah, and if Nico's going to be the reason that the old heroic core can achieve new heights on Nuke, well,
Well, at the same time, can you? Because this is one of the criticisms we have for them sometimes.
Yes, this is, yeah, that's kind of wild. This is a moment where it's opened up on the cross.
So Falcons,
even
suddenly,
if they didn't see anything, they know that it could have happened.
Trying to lean into these positions, going to force MOUZ's hand at a retake.
And there's still a lurk here, actually.
Good test for MOUZ, and door swung. That's going to get stopped instantly. 5 versus 3 looks comfortable until a double kill comes back.
Oh.
Falcons have tiptoed their way onto a completely empty site, and we're left scratching our heads asking,
They crush on that one. Then we have this follow-up. Clear mistake in for MOUZ. Into the tack timeout. Very important. Another opening duel here. One. That's Zershin outside. He's been giving us those.
Yeah, he's going to have to also best Nico, who is opping. When the rifle doesn't work,
listen,
neither does the op, usually.
Yeah.
But we'll see what he can do. We'll give Nico the benefit of the doubt. He can do everything else.
Yes.
But right now, Spinks is wasting not a moment. I love the aggression that Spinks has been able to offer, not just once inside of lobby. See ya. Zershin's gonna get another one over top of Nico, and there is finally some kind of a response back. That actually does open up the possibility of a lower drop. Flashbang at the feet of the Opera on rotation. Do Falcons test the waters? Into hell they'll go.
Beautiful moves out of Tesses. 2v3. Over rotation downstairs here.
Now this time they're here.
Yes.
And they get here ahead of time. We get that smoke to trickle down onto the site. 50 to the clock. Tesses scouring back site, looking for some kind of a kill. They're gonna go Danish. Oh, Tesses has done it again, but he's lost his teammate. That's the thing. Reload. Zershin able to jump on him before the gun was ready to go. He's also 4-0 in opening duels right now, Zershin, and I think that comes at a cost directly of Nico. Fast one. They're gonna try to charge out hot. Spinks isn't ready. But luckily for him, teammates to cover all around the bomb site, and all it ends up being is a ton of damage, and not a single foot step forth into that A bomb site. MOUZ are making mincemeat of Falcons on this defense.
Yeah, making them look like they were lucky to get those 3 off the back of the pause. It's looking good now. Another 2-on-5 situation. Last one was made close by Tesses, who almost put together the round of his career. But here, with eyes from Torzy and the jiggle spot, he goes down.
Total collapse.
So clean.
It's a wild expectation considering MOUZ have, well, not played it. Fast move. Out onto the A floor, maybe. They kind of stutter for a second, waiting out that utility. But they do end up diving a bunch of bodies downstairs. Can Torzy lock this in? Missed shot between the two.
Oh, the bomb gets by.
Magis able to plant. Tech9's gonna go to pressure the double doors. Now, soon enough, Tesses can try to deal with the Opera, but Torzy able to push forward before anybody can attack him from the back. Jim Pat up in the rafters. Torzy right here with him. Nico's given a chance, and now Nico and Tesses have been able to push this 3v3. We still have that one player for Falcons upstairs. Dexter can take his sweet time.
He doesn't want to, though, does he? Comes in for the peek. That makes it a 3-on-2.
Spinks drops.
Spinks keeps going.
So will Nico. Tesses has been great, but this is a massive ask. Brolin on top of the bomb, and Spinks offers up the distraction. Excellently done to deal with that one-player upper. 9-3, CT side, and a bleak picture for Nico on this map.
It was a game of patience, and no one plays that game better than Spinks. Amazing half out of him. Again, new addition here to MOUZ.
To show some resilience in the face of an unexpected challenge. Obviously, MOUZ don't want anything to do with that. Spinks brimming with confidence after his first half. There he is. Finally, a glimmer of what Nico can offer, but he can't do it all. Magisk is already down to 8 health, or can he? Nico! 4 kills already! And you saw what he wanted. A little energy from the team. 5th one queued up. It is Bosnian brilliance! You want it? You got it!
NIKO!
He looked down the line. Time away from competitive play. Very well could have been one of the guys lost to the history books of Counter-Strike. Wouldn't be the first, won't be the last. Nico kind of invites this swing out from Zershin. Oh, but Spinks hot on his trail. Double kill into the A site. He's got a teammate still to work with.
It's been a thriller from Spinks. 2 kills here on this round.
We've got another double up inside sight. Offers that frag grenade to main, which nearly kills the top performing MOUZ member. Magus still looking for contact, has almost killed Spinks.
Little bait going on back here. Magus looking to peek. He has to play a little wide at all times. They're coming in slow.
TeSeS trying to get into this play as well.
They might forget about him now.
That M4 is going to now be found out. TeSeS only got one. Dexter's chance to clutch. 5 health versus 9. And they can walk away.
No impact grenade here. Spinks switches to the M4.
Sliding forward. When's it come? Nobody knows until Dexter strikes him down. Well, it might be one of those go for it moments here in the 16th.
Yeah, another
Looks like MOUZ are eyeing up this ramp.
It's another 5-man here towards the
frag
ramp.
in the middle of the pack. Dexter's already clipped the front runner. Easy repeat for the second. TeSeS now doesn't have to stick around. Could choose to. May very well catch them off guard or
give up a M4 chance to plant.
Is dire because now you lean on Kixan, who only has 3 kills in this map. You'll find a 4th one, but that Tech-9 continues to tap it back into the realm of possibility. Nico on the single door swing, but he doesn't offer up the death just yet. Doesn't want to fall like the others already have.
It's a golden opportunity for MOUZ, but it won't be easy. Brolin is so low.
They're going for the fight, dude. They want to sign up for this. That is a huge dink. Now suddenly they're going to go trying to swarm into Nico. Low health. Torzy, his hands on that M4, and he gets it in the last few bullets of the mag. Now up against Dexter, up in hand, nade, dodged, flash to get him out. He tries to interrupt, peek around the smoke, and he's got it. Back on top of bomb. Falcons take a 7.
That was no problem for Batman. Swooping in, full kit of utility, threw the nade in, had the smoke to his name.
But as long as he tries to play catch-up, with dinks like that.
That's the pressure on the cross you want to see. And listen, here's a moment for Falcons that MOUZ, you know, we have the same situation. They left lower completely open. Here's a timing that will be called by Nico, even though he doesn't get a kill.
Molly in front of TeSeS.
They have TeSeS here to hold control side, which is so paramount to making sure the B site is under wraps. If they want to take it back upstairs, though, that could be an idea. No.
Feels like they're going to size up this site a little first. TeSeS turns. Oh, that's so good.
Incredible flash dodge right there.
Now they're going to try to get the pressure going. That is nice. Opening the door and getting Torzy onto the angle to better the Opper. But TeSeS very quickly sweeps away a second frag. Bomb plant denied. No cover.
Oh, it's because it wasn't control. They didn't have control side.
Torzy was still back within that single door, so we've already seen a near recovery in a similar round. The problem being 15 seconds on this clock.
I mean, good luck with this. Don't you want to save?
There was some really clean, minute moments in this round for both teams.
Yes.
A, TeSeS dodging that flashbang. B, door swing into Dexter, holding the angle, and still MOUZ come out with it. Falcons has turned this game upside down.
Completely.
1 round apart.
5-man again on the cross outside.
Deeper wall of smokes. Torzy on the hunt. Now he knows that he's got Nico pinned in behind Unbreakable. Dexter's going to go hunting, looking for something elsewhere. And that's going to cost him. Jimmy comes out from the corners of Squeaky.
Okay.
And one of the best situations we've seen from this T side so far, but Brolin almost, only almost, caught off. He still delivers that bomb into the A site. Magus now, from behind that Tetris box, holds the line.
And Jimmy won't come out.
He's got support. It's a slow play from Jimmy, which opens the door for TeSeS' flank. But this flank has to be timed to a T. First one's easy. Now we've got that up on the runaway, and TeSeS will give Torzy time to run.
Oh, TeSeS is not scared. Torzy is trying to do something different. Turning, watching his back, but he gets away to lower. TeSeS still has vent control to his name. Torzy can turn this back up into heaven if he wants to. TeSeS can split the difference and play by Squeaky. Let Torzy go for the plant if he wants to. But Torzy, he's got to take a gamble, and if he gambles upstairs, he will probably pay greatly. Torzy, what's the decision? Executive choice.
Down to 20. Knows he can't take a single bullet from this AK-47. And when I look at the tools that TeSeS has for this job, that's a smoke flash kit all ready to go.
Torzy going to go for the last second plant lower. TeSeS was hoping that this was going to be an upper hit. He's still going to be a fast rotation downstairs once this plant takes place.
It's a huge health advantage for TeSeS, but what it boils down to is that op.
You want, Torzy.
TeSeS slow on the approach. I want this crowd silent. Now the position known. It's all about the op shot. One op shot needed.
Oh!
And that's the one you get. Torzi, that entire time, thinks he's standing on death's doorstep. Full dedicated outer. This could end up letting Nico hold A, right? Clearly in the last round, that is problematic. Is Nico enough of a recovery? No, so TeSeS gets active on his own.
That's
and that is man advantage here for Falcons.
And this was the only thing they added to this round. Is now a 4-man cross. The one guy who's waiting in trophy goes down. And there's still pressure here.
Oh, he's got him.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Easy spam for Nico. He's been just thriving with that damage time and time again. Kixan can lean down, be the early warning sign, but what if Brolin has a way to route down through vent instead? That A site looked prime for the taking. What if he goes back? Because right now, Xerxion's testing lower at the same time. Brolin, he's got a blind P250 in front of him. Kixan down to 3 bullets. He's not able to stop this. Now we're looking at a recovery. Nico sees them up along the wall. Dexter gets his. Up shot connects. What? They line up right in front of the crosshair. Made easy for Nico.
Shooting bullets at gold, man. Not wasting any ammo. Tapping for the collat on the cross.
But core for core, Falcons keeping up. 4 rounds left in regulation. Nico finally gonna try to change things up a little bit. We'll see if that Dexter shot from a long range distance goes ahead to set up this. Denied! Brolin just takes his head off. And all that pressure that's been successfully added through the smokes, that's not part of the equation here in round 21. Somebody will have to make up for the loss of Nico. Can it really be Kixan? Looks good to start.
Xerxion, look at that expand. Goes all the way to the right.
Out through Hut. Down they go again. The same 2 players who have struggled on A drop the ball again.
Okay, that's amazing. MOUZ will take 12 off this round. There's no chance of Falcons getting back into this site. Brolin's key frag on Nico. And in these one-on-one situations, yes, Nico got his ace on the pistol. Yes, Nico had that great last round. But when he's been solo, both sides, MOUZ have got the better of him, whether that was with Xerxion or with Brolin on this round. And these are key rifle moments. They are not letting Nico build any momentum. He sits here still, 14 and 15.
1 round to go. We saw.
Whoa, wait, they come in super late. Oh, they were trying to drop someone in the back of the site. But yeah, that's kind of wild considering their money, but okay.
Yeah, costly, right? For what remains the question, but the pace from MOUZ has looked lethal. A chance to jump on it. And it's going to be Xerxion to the tip of the spear, trying to go head hunting, but he will be clipped out by Dexter. It's a change up in the position. It's a little weird angle. Can't quite get him. There it is. E taps away. It's a good bit of damage.
That nade, it's got to go sailing.
Yeah, not quite that strong, brother. Dexter attacks with the sidearm, and that's going to take a second player off. They tried to tiptoe their way out into the yard.
Dude.
For a moment there, MOUZ looked lost.
Man.
And the unfortunate trade-off for MOUZ is Main and Hut, which have worked so well. They could this looks fast. My God, this looks fast.
Yeah, man. Magus is up there. He's struggling, but they're actually taking it to ramp.
And they're going to try to test Nico and TeSeS. Those aren't the guys you want to fight with usually. Brolin on the brink of victory here on Nuke. Keep it simple. But Nico awaits. Bomb now dropped. Fast move out of Kixan. And it's Falcons to hold the line.
24 rounds promised.
Flash over for it, doesn't swing immediately, waits an extra second. Now they're going to come to him, but
Volley goes to the stairs.
They're not thinking about the right spot. Nico, he is going to remain patient. We have already seen him patient in these kinds of plays. And
he gets crushed again.
Just snaps it on him. Your king's gone down. And if Falcons are going to truly run this all the way back, it's got to come from the others. Magisk is able to shave 1 player off this, then disengage into the A site. What are you doing? What is Jimmy up to? Back's turned! And he gets it out from Squeaky. That's Jimmy in the middle. And with Dexter now sliding back into this site, he's scouring, looking for a lifeline. Denied by the Finn. Triple out of Jimmy. And MOUZ will not waste this chance. TeSeS tasked with a near insurmountable clutch. There's already a player up above, and down they go, sent packing. 24 rounds of action on Nuke, and a real chance to hoist that trophy with or without Shuhei.
They could very well carry that momentum forward from their last win that was on razor-thin margins and make something of this. But Falcons should be teaming with confidence.
We saw that ace from Nico with a USP 1 map ago. Right now he's got TeSS ahead of him. TeSS looking to take a page out of Nico's book. Glock dead. Falcons looking to establish early in the pistol. Fast swarm from Falcons looking reinvigorated after the loss back on Nuke.
Yeah, and they're probably a little bit. That's right,
Nico and TeSS, dude. I mean, we saw what they were able to do back on Mirage, tethering with one another.
Yeah.
What do they have in store for us on Ancient? Ooh, baby!
Well, Nico's got it.
Yeah!
Ace number 2. Nico chants in the building. Everywhere we go, there's a damn Nico chant.
Well, that's because everywhere he goes, he does this.
He does this. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, now I have to do a good job.
Oh, talk about a good job, TeSS. What kind of timing is that? Roland didn't make a peep.
It's the first gun out of MOUZ, and he gets shut down early, 5v4. I've got this weird heebie-jeebie kind of feeling that TeSS may just tear up this 4th map of the series. You know, critical positioning when it's going to come to cave. Able to get opening kills, to freeze up Dexter to do what he does inside this B bomb site. I mean, the AWP should be a pillar, I think, of the defense for Falcons throughout this map. You know, as long as he doesn't forget that the clock exists, there's a world where he racks up a bunch of round wins for Falcons. TeSS could do the same thing if he still had a head.
Yes.
Xertion, clean entry frag, pressure here for Magis, kill drop utility. They're going to try to charge. Why? Down to a 2 versus 4. You gotta swing. And in doing so, the recovery has begun.
Magis had a nightmare map over on Nuke. He could not buy a site hold. We'll have a second lease here because, of course, we're in the best of 5. Another chance. But MOUZ are trying to make this more interesting, and Magis misses his opportunity for the moment.
Nico's going to find his back turns.
Xertion got another.
Hang on now, dude. 2v5. They've got low health. We're getting nervous.
Oh, there's only one left.
Kixen. MP9. Pressed up against sight. Someone's got to plant. 7 seconds on the clock. No way they steal this.
Oh!
Unbelievable.
No.
Here's the Xertion I know inside the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know.
He has since changed that.
I can remember the moments where he went aggressive and then peeled back. Here's a push.
Speaking of it.
All right, Falcons. I mean, keeping up the same energy. It's working out for them. Taking deep B control. There were the smokes there to allow it.
It's electricity at their fingertips. A 5-7 in hand. Magis, just the sidearm. Won't be able to get a second. Xertion's already made it up through the red room. Down goes Nico, pistol only.
And this rush, I mean, the full commitment here from Xertion. Again, what we're seeing is exactly what we need to see.
It's in the face of course, lesser weapons. The reason they go down that ramp is because they only had a few guns to work with. Dexter's got a smoke, no kit.
Whoa, they don't know about Temple just yet, but they know that there's still 3 players alive. Xertion was spotted.
Swings wide, trade instant, but everybody there to swarm. It's going to have to come from the mid push.
He doesn't have to move. They've got the mid push coming in. He's in the right spot, and
boils down to timing. They're going to boost. He sees it. That's an Opera dead. Magis makes sound. Recovery begins.
Bomb goes back, has to cross again.
Stuck outside that door for the time being. We hit 35 seconds on the clock. Everybody starts to come and clear this Xbox climb up.
They know they're going to the wrong site, but they still might have to go back to it.
Jimpat still scouring, trying to find a way to get them back over to that A site. Magiska's disappeared, and he struggled 1 map ago.
This is your moment.
Can he stop it?
Oh.
No, nothing. Top red peak. Nico's done with 1, and it's going to have to be Kixan, but they could still... Nope, they're not going to double back, sprint into the A site. Both out of donut. Kixan quick to the play.
He knows.
Element of surprise, both half health. Down goes Spinks. Bomb plant, busy, and he gets him off it. Can he live?
Yes, he can.
Kixan locks it in.
It's a perfect read. On the other side, TeSS looking like TeSS of Mirage.
Down to half health, though. Takes a bit of a gamble stepping up into that fire. Especially with Brolin right on the other end of it. We talk about Brolin's limitation with an SMG, but TSS ends up dying. And then Torji, simultaneous second kill. This is going to force Magus to try to recover, but he doesn't actually come around that corner.
Yeah.
Dude, Jimmy is such a nuisance when it comes to playing inside A main. And right now, MOUZ have opened up the correct rotation. With what Magus offered us back last map, I don't know if he can hold an entire camp of MOUZ players out of his sight. He'll try his damnedest with the SMG, but they'll find it clear after the fact, and I think that cues up the double M4 save.
Yeah, he should have tried to take over main. Didn't want to go for the full swing. I think was nervous someone was there waiting for him, but went for the reverse signpost fight. The plant will come in.
Sitting at the bottom of the board, it's Zershin tip top, 10 and 6, keeping that momentum going. Signing up for the mid-fight, NiKo down.
So blind.
Jimmy got him, he heard it. And now Zershin right there to trade him. So again, it's a fast clash out through middle. Falcons continuously signing up for these, and MOUZ continuously coming out on top. God, how that 2 versus 5 has painted a tough picture for Falcons.
I mean, the plan of attack I love. Again, keep doing, oh my goodness, what a find. And we've seen Spinks do these lurks on T side here on Ancient.
Kicksand's coming back. Cave player dead though, blindsided entirely. And Brolin gonna offer up just as clean as an opening. MOUZ are simply spiraling through this T side.
And it's a moment of insecurity because mid controls one. Kicksand goes to check to see if anybody has lurked through.
Dexter not even able to hold that rifle. MOUZ are making a statement, folks. The late roster swap of MOUZ shook the world at the start of 25.
And they're too late to stop the A play.
Dude,
NiKo
they are
died
just
as
tearing
well.
through this. Spinks, look at him go. Maybe a little too overzealous, but it really speaks to the confidence here of MOUZ. They truly think that they can just topple this defense. What can Falcons do to change their minds?
Everything's working here for MOUZ. Open A site, flashes are brilliant. NiKo dies in the smoke. Dexter low on HP, he gets crushed. Everyone's off the board.
MOUZ are not wasting a moment. Enough's enough in their minds.
It's been nice and varied here on the attacks with a really good amount of this mid control, and NiKo dies again.
Not gonna happen. Kicksand will pick up one. TSS gets there. It's a bit of a prolonged spray, but again, look at the rapid moves of MOUZ. Again, they instantly transition. Magus with the high alert warning of the shadow. Now that's a good amount of damage, right? Considering he's working with little, that is what he's gonna have to do to try to stop this. We're getting into the very tail end of this first half. Oh, he'll take a couple kills instead, I think, but...
Oh, will he? Because he has no idea where they've gone.
Oh, he's gonna start climbing up. He's going the wrong direction. What else happens here? Because Torji's got a full bar of health. Nice headshot. Okay. Dexter, no instant trade back. Torji, you got 20 seconds to cook. Bomb on your back, but fully surrounded. I think I want to call this. But he'll put the fire on Kicksand's feet. A little bit of pressure here for Falcons as this CT side goes on. It's a good recovery. It's finally a moment, albeit versus some of an easier buy where Magus can kind of take a breath, right? He contributed in this one.
Copy and paste on the A play. Shot miss from Dexter, but Magus has his back.
Right, there's been good layering from Falcons players in these last couple of rounds. Nobody's really had to operate on their own. So fighting for it, man advantage. But Zershin, who's been shining brighter than any other member of MOUZ, is still up. And as long as he stands, entry's possible for the T's. We're gonna get a smoke over the top, blocking off CT spawn. An additional smoke then comes down into Donut, but Dexter not gonna be bothered by it. It actually looks like a miss smoke. That one falls back into middle. Yeah, not ideal. Torji whiffed that. He tries to cross paths to climb up and join his two teammates. That's the bomb confirmed to be at the bottom of mid. What would it be doing there? Odds are trying to climb up to the B site. Makes total sense that Falcons rotate over and go heavy on this. Hell, they could even swing in.
This is smart from TSS though. He's getting comfy in the site, opens up spots for NiKo.
We saw a 2v5 come through from a similar position. Surely Falcons don't let that happen again.
A million eyes
Final
on
round
this.
of the defense. Jimmy done with one. Spinks can't trade. And Torzi's looking to get that op out. Takes a bullet to the face. Falcons swoop forward. And now they've got this crunch on the exit. It's indeed a fit for the defense. A slight recovery at the tail end of this first half.
Falcons want train.
And so what serves as the trigger to chuck it down? He sees some shadows, drops it. They can't really go through it. Scrambled rotation coming out from MOUZ.
It's awkward. Limited utility here. They can wait the 7 seconds out, then go.
They will be smoked, but they'll drop utility of their own, so CT's coming through with no vision. That flash! Brolin blinds the whole entire pack. And then a push out from him, and he doesn't collect the kill with it. So we've got Falcons in a prime spot 4v2.
Oh, trio of kills. Can't find that bomb planner. 2 retaking from Donut. Good luck. Kicksan gives him a moment. Smoke comes up a little earlier than he expects.
You know, 2v4 is easier than 2v5s, they say.
It's true.
Smoke grenade over towards lane. That's going to bring a player back. We've got 3 low health bars here for Falcons. Xerxin, can you truly crank this dial? Dexter's going to go down first. These dual Berettas looking to get roaring.
Wait, who's scared of who right now?
Right? Falcons leaning back. There's a second one. MOUZ has got 3 kills. And now it's going to be a desperate kill. Unbelievable. Again, they claw back. Man disadvantage means nothing.
2v4. And they get it.
MOUZ have primed themselves for a run to victory in map 4. Xerxin right at it. And he's going to catch an assist thanks to Jimmy. Drive-by from Brolin.
That says it all right there. They instantly go to CT side, win their mid-fight versus Nico, catch him full blind. Falcons could not conjure this up for themselves.
Smoke in front of TessS. Deagle chancing to B. Dexter floats out middle. Careful, Brolin, changing guns. Magisk connects. Can Falcons pull it off themselves? They're losing bodies out mid. Middle of the map completely to MOUZ's favor. Fire in front of them cools them off. Falcons can't go instantly sprinting in. A change of the weaponry for Cave. But the bodies here, again, 3 players strong inside of sight. Jimmy already climbed up. If Falcons think that they can go back, they would be cut off. And at that point, early red flag, that is what they need. But you've got Spinks ready to come out and trade. Missed shots, picks them both up in the end. And that is MOUZ 3 alive to go up 9-5.
Yeah, and Falcons have not shown us those hot mid-round moments low on players.
Total lane control. He's even got Brolin to support him, but what does this do for Nico? He's going to carve a path through, and if Brolin comes back, that's an easy victim.
Yes, he was a little bit worried about it. Oh my God,
Nico senses another barrel advantage.
That's
there
crazy.
We go. A little Kovac X Factor. Kicksan makes the most of it. Doesn't look like this will go down without a fight, but there are fights on all fronts. Bomb still lingers over towards A.
Yeah, what's another 2v5, Connor?
Surely not.
The bomb in the position that it's at, the T's have no idea. It's very possible they walk into another duel. Oh, but Kicksan makes sure that that just won't happen again.
Good for him to go top middle to collect 2 kills with that. Kicksan's somebody who we've been singing his praise in terms of an individual impact. Grand Finals not his best series, but tapping into it in the 16th round. A critical moment where Falcons prove that this game's maybe got some legs still to stand on, and who better than Nico to step up
in this finals. As I think as hard as those kills have been, him getting 1 bulleted every time, he simply has not won the duels.
Oh, they're gonna try
flash
to flash
is no
out.
good.
What?
The flash is awful.
We've got players looking up into the skies. God won't save you now. Spinks on the top of ramp, doubles down, and it's the SMGs pressed into them. Just when Falcons thought they had momentum, they're gonna have to bank on Magisk to clutch. And clutches are what he has offered us lately. Trying to prove why he has, on this roster, stayed longer than everybody else. 2 low players, peeks in, gets both, but will not find that last.
Oh, he had the read. He looked in the right direction. Falcons just 6 rounds. Maybe 1 last full buy. And Nico swings out to his death.
Xerxin able to catch him again. Easy does it. These openings in middle have not been to Falcons' favor. Kicksan tries to recover. If anything has opened up possibility, it's these kinds of B approaches. And Kicksan saw that shoulder. Oh, but he gets smoked off. Brolin's able to dodge that.
His teammate shot at him. Why did he do that?
From sight. 1 kill to his name. Magisk, quick trade, looks for a little bit more. Xerxin hot on his heels. From middle red room into this B bomb site while it was sitting under question. And Jimpat swords, because this is a MOUZ camp that tether with conviction and a ferociousness Safe to say Nico has been non-existent in this T side, completely shuttered out of mid by a collection of different bodies. Jim Pat to be tested as the pack comes at him. He's got him lined up again, the flash. Spinks offers a helping hand in more than one way. But there is at least a response back from Falcons. Comes at a cost of HP. Brolin's still waiting outside of the smoke. Zershin bested. Falcons are going to try to get that bomb down. It's another man disadvantage, but when has that held MOUZ back?
Don't look the wrong way.
And it doesn't look like it will again. Torji's got the flash to get him out from the donut. Brolin scours sight. T's sit back and wait. Nico, flustered, flush forward, finds his angle, finally finds impact. Torji, the one guy they could bank on, won't be able to get it done now. MOUZ have offered up one more. Falcons 5 demanded.
Oh, it's a gift. They catch the flank. It's MOUZ Sport in a lot of good positions to stop that. Jimmy could have done it in one spray. Cut them down as they were exiting main. Down to 3 MP9s. Just don't lose to these.
These utilities come down to a... Oh, wait, Jimmy back into A main. Dude, this guy is hard. He hits hard. Fast trade back, luckily for them. Falcons able to respond here. Things are getting sketchy with Zershin having cover.
Just don't lose to these.
Just looking for the headshot, and that's where that's going to go down. Brolin's got an angle out from Donut. Can't hold him back. Easy pickups now. Magisk is coming alive. Because if we're talking about somebody who knows how to win...
and has to be Atlas.
Back at it again, Nico into the elbow. Smoke beats him. Oh no!
And just like that.
Sitting on the angle, gets deleted by, again, the successful press. Falcons, you could take your time because you're sitting pretty on a minute 30, but what you don't have is your X factor. So who's gonna step up in his absence? Nico came here to win. And with a lot of bodies leaning back, they're gonna try to charge through smoke. I mean, this is insane. Right into Brolin. It's a meat grinder meant to be. Zershin locks it in. Lights out performance from the player who has been questioned in playoffs to the tip of the spear for MOUZ. A roster that was questioned when they announced that change, because who could imagine that these players shaped and molded by Shuhei grew up together, and a mutiny in the MOUZ camp at the final chance to enter 2025 without the head that we knew. And here they are approaching their trophy, your PGL Cluj-Napoca champions!